Life is meant to be one big spiritual party. October 7, 2014. From our perspective, serving others is one of the best and most fulfilling ways you can occupy your time on earth. Not only have many of you made it your mission to offer yourselves in service to the evolution of humanity, you've also come to use your time on earth to create as much love, joy and positivity as possible while you're there. We highly recommend seeing the importance of your earthly presence, and it isn't necessarily egotistical to grasp the fact that you're needed on the earth. The service you render to others can help them and you find the higher vibration that's clearly missing from the minds and hearts of most of humanity, and as always, the more willing and enthusiastic you are to serve others, the more you'll naturally get done and the more the importance of your earthly presence will increase. Even though you've come to Earth on an inherent mission, with an inherent purpose, and this automatically makes your presence there important, the importance of your presence will increase with each bit of service you perform for the evolution of humanity. The more inspired you are to serve others in monumental ways, the easier it'll be for them to find a higher state of consciousness and eventually offer themselves to humanity's evolution as well. Helping the world open up. Everything you're doing is for the purpose of helping the world around you understand that spirit does indeed exist and can be tapped into, to produce a unique and unprecedented universal flow, and it's important to act on this universal flow yourselves if you want to help the rest of the world open up to it. You'll have to understand certain spiritual concepts in a real and pure way before you can help the rest of humanity understand them. And there's certainly nothing wrong with going out of your way to learn certain things about your reality or the various higher dimensions that exist beyond your conscious understanding. Even though you're on the earth to work hard and serve others, you're also there to enjoy yourselves and gain as many unique experiences as you can. While working hard is important, we also recommend enjoying yourselves as much as you can. Do little things to refresh your perspective and enjoy your lives, even if it's only a little more than you enjoy them now. Take trips out to nature and enjoy the good vibration that permeates everything around you. Enjoy time with your family and friends, and make sure to laugh often and create good memories while you're on the earth. This raises the collective vibration as much as any spiritual work you feel inspired to do, and as you continue to work hard and enjoy yourselves along the way, you'll eventually find that you raise the collective vibration exponentially. Above all, the best thing we can recommend at present is to transcend your surface perception of the reality around you. What we mean is that you're intended and encouraged to go deeper in this transformative time. Explore yourselves and you're developing divine abilities in greater ways than you've let yourselves so far, and do it with love in your hearts and the willingness to explore what the next, deeper states of consciousness have to offer. Your inner exploration's more important than we can express, and you'll realize this as you continue to evolve and greet a plethora of inner bounties that you'll be very glad you went out of your way to explore. Everyone has the potential to explore their consciousness in your day and age, and this is because the vibrations you've subtly felt are being purified and magnified to an inexplicably enormous extent. Everyone's slowly yet surely refining a higher state of consciousness, and as they do, they become activated for their mission in helping humanity become aware. We can't express the importance of the things you're doing on Earth enough, and if you ever feel depleted or unsure of yourselves or your missions, keep in mind that you're being loved and supported by a plethora of higher dimensional guides and angels who watch you experience the trials of the earth with compassion and willingness to do whatever we can to assist you in every moment. Call on us when you don't feel like you can reach the pure vibration that helps so many of you thrive. Request our direct presence and the assistance that comes with it, and know that as long as you're willing to make this connection and you carry an adequate amount of love in your heart, the connections you seek can and will be made. As with anything, believing in yourselves is essential to connecting with the higher realms in a real or pure way, and as long as you can believe in yourselves and your divinely ordained abilities, you'll find that you're able to do and be anything you desire. You're completely infinite, and all you need to do is realize it. Most of humanity has yet to realize just how infinitely capable they are of connecting with the higher realms they've been programmed to believe don't exist, and perform the miraculous tasks that seem like science fiction from most people's perspectives. Most of humanity isn't yet aware. Spiritual evolution always comes about gradually yet with leaps and bounds, and you can't suddenly expect the majority of your society to be awake and aware of concepts that have been directly suppressed on your planet for centuries. They'll become aware as the conscious public continues to do everything you can to raise awareness and raise the collective vibration by living in loving joy and serving others, but the majority of your society won't become aware until certain bold events have happened that'll shift your collective perception to a whole new level. Most of humanity isn't expecting the revelations you'll learn in the future, but your collectively expanded minds and hearts will be able to take in a greater amount and purity of information than even the conscious public is currently able to fathom. All of humanity will be awake and aware of spirit and the necessity to do everything you can to create a new paradigm in due time, and with the extent to which more souls are becoming aware and using their awareness for positive and progressive purposes, it shouldn't be much longer before the ripple effect you've started to create spreads to the rest of humanity and everyone's able to find the clear and pure state of consciousness that helps you thrive. More earthly souls are becoming uncomfortable in the limited vibrations of the earth, and this is partially because they don't yet recognize that something much greater exists beyond your surface perception. In most cases, the souls who seem particularly angry, exhausted, or frustrated are wishing for a better or easier life, a life they don't know how to pull to themselves, and you can help them simply by lending an ear in their times of trouble. You can help others simply by listening to the things they have to say, and we note that in most cases, people on your planet simply look for someone to hear them out, to listen to their problems or concerns so they can get them off their chest, so to speak. You can be the ones to provide an ear for those around you who seem lost in the darkness and difficulty of the earth, and it's very important that you do. We don't recommend being overbearing in your attempts to listen to others' issues, but if you're asked to lend an ear, know that it's for a clear purpose and provide others with the listening they sometimes need to make their issues or difficulties easier to handle. You're capable of far more than you realize, and one of the greatest things you can do is help others through the pain and stress that could easily bring them down. This, along with continuing to work hard and play hard, is among the best things you can do to raise the planetary vibration, and we mention raising the planetary vibration so much because it's very important to your ascension and the eventual ascensions of various other realms and planets. Everything you're doing at present is geared toward helping raise the collective vibration, because the purer it gets, the easier it'll be for the rest of humanity to become aware and begin constructing a society that takes every citizen's needs into account. The sooner the collective vibration can be raised and purified, the sooner the immense changes you've heard so much about will be able to manifest. So continue to do everything you feel inspired to do to help others find a higher state of consciousness or, at the very least, see life through new eyes. You're meant to enjoy life. Even in the lower dimensions, life isn't meant to be something that drags on your spirit or your sense of well-being. Life is meant to be as enjoyable in the lower realms as it is in the higher, and you can anchor the higher realms to yourselves and your planet if you make a simple meditative effort. You're never meant to be stressed out to the extent that you can't enjoy yourselves or your existence, and as strange or naive as it might sound, life is meant to be one big spiritual party. You're meant to feel constantly jubilant and uplifted, and while you're also meant to deal with the negative emotions that come with existing on Earth, they aren't intended to bring you as far down as they've brought many. They're meant to test you, to present you with a challenge that you could perceive as very difficult if you let yourselves, but by no means are they meant to bring you out of your center or keep you from feeling and experiencing all of the amazing and wondrous things you can now feel. Embrace life, dearest souls, never hide away from it. As easy as it could be to stay in bed and sleep your days away, we wholeheartedly recommend jumping out of bed with enthusiasm every morning and happily tackling the tasks and challenges that are before you each day. Many of you are reaching a place where you're able to enjoy your lives and the work you do each day, and you can enjoy them even more if you constantly remember to incorporate love into your day. We'll make our final expressions for this communication with the reminder that you have an unprecedented opportunity to feel a wealth of pure mystical vibrations as they descend onto your minds and hearts, and positively influenced all of humanity. The opportunities you now have are greater than we can express, and we'll continue to encourage you to act on them and find the greatest and purest state of consciousness you possibly can, while you exist in the dense and difficult vibrations of the earth. Continue to enjoy your lives, and remember that challenges aren't meant to bring you out of your center, they're meant to help you soar. Keep these things in mind, and you'll enjoy your lives far more than many of you currently do. Enjoying your lives is as easy as you allow it to be, and we know you'll each see the importance of enjoying them in due time. You have a choice between depression and upliftment, and we know which choice resonates with each of you the most. Choose wisely, and remember that you're constantly guided and supported by every higher dimensional soul who watches your ascension play out with love and compassion. Thank you to my higher self and spiritual guides. Channeled through Wes Anak. cultureofawareness.com